I think we've seen a real positive shift in AI policy from the previous administration to the Trump administration. The Biden administration's precautionary approach was stifling innovation. The Trump administration's AI action plan, try-first approach, is the right approach, in my opinion. And I think financial services have been leading the way in applying AI in the real world for decades. So I just want to get a couple instances on the record. I'll start with you if I can, Mr. Cohen. Can you just describe a couple ways that NASDAQ is utilizing and has been utilizing AI in the financial services space?
Thank you for the question. I'll go back to my opening comments in that we focus on three core principles when we employ AI. I talked about liquidity, transparency, and integrity. With regards to integrity, our anti-financial crime platform, Verafin, is allowing banks to operate with confidence when it comes to fraud management. And it's allowing them to achieve goals that they otherwise could not achieve on their own when they limit fraud in the market.
So it's essential to manage fraud, illicit trading, broadly in the risk space.
Absolutely, and it does more than any single institution can do on its own because it's cloud-native, AI-enabled, and uses consortium data.
Let me jump to you, Ms. Manfra, if I can, a good Wisconsinite. Good to see you here. Can I ask you to pinpoint how are firms in particular thinking about this when they're deploying this new technology?
I would say, and reiterate what you've probably heard before as well, is the financial services firm have a long history in managing model risk, and there are processes and regulations and oversight in that place. And so what we see with our financial services customers is, as you noted, very innovative uses for this these set of capabilities, but also very thoughtful. And so they think about things like, how do I ensure human in the loop? How do I ensure I have proper governance in place? How do I ensure that I understand how I can meet my risk management and compliance goals?
So knowing that these firms are going through this deliberative process to think through how they're balancing reward and risk and utilizing AI, I want to come back because we discussed the sandbox concept earlier. I'm coming to you, Mr. Cohen, with a short question here. But earlier this year, Mr. Chairman Hill and I introduced bipartisan Unleashing AI Innovation in Financial Services Act, which enables regulatory sandboxes at the federal financial agencies that are targeted in size and scope. These sandboxes, they have a handful of things. They got to be approved and overseen by federal regulators. They require compliance strategies and risk management, which we were just discussing. They must not impose systemic or national security risks, obvious to make sure we're doing that. So federal regulators will impose appropriate limitations or conditions on them. And additionally, fraud and unsafe and unsound practices will remain prohibited under the sandbox. So the idea that these sandboxes create a free-for-all and allow participants to flout all the rules they just don't like, it's simply not true, right? And so rather, the sandboxes provide a more secure environment to experiment with AI, enabling innovation with built-in guardrails, federal oversight. And so this is how I think we learn from best practices for governance while exploring the applications that will provide improve American financial lives. So here's the question. Would these AI sandboxes enable regulators and market participants to responsibly experiment with AI and learn best practices?
Yes, and the key qualification is what you said. It needs to be controlled, it needs to be targeted, it needs to be time-boxed, and it can't be used to circumvent. And we have a very practical example of that. We, as a highly regulated institution, often run pilots with the SEC where we are really transparent about the results of that pilot, and we ensure that that informs decision-making and allows for better outcomes for investors in the markets.
And so it's not really a free-for-all. It's a sandbox that has a regulatory structure in place, underlying laws apply. Ms. Manfra laid out how firms are thinking about applying AI. They're going through a deliberative, thoughtful process. And so in your opinion, does sandboxes help create innovation and development in the United States in a thoughtful, structured way?
They have. They've been critical to our innovation. And again, if it's controlled, time-boxed, and targeted and transparent, it yields positive results.
I appreciate that. Ms. Whitmore, I wanted to take my time and come to you and discuss in particular how AI can eliminate fraud, deep fakes, and really help us in 10 seconds. Can you add to your previous comments?
Excuse me, we'll be happy to follow up with a written response to that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I yield back.